see you there. Oh no. Let's see how fast I can edit. 3, 2, 1. What? Go! Oh my god, I can't do anything. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Oh, pro builder here anyway. How do I get so good at building, you might be asking? Truth is, practice makes perfect. Ice, ice, baby. Now, I get this question a lot, but how do you no scope them all, they ask? Well, here's a few simple tricks. Aim your gun. No! He's there! There's so many people! What the fuck? Okay, I'm angry. Okay, it's been... Nah, yo, hell's the ledge. Like, hit's a fire rap. Nah, just show us one of your fire raps, bro.
Why?
I just wanna see it, man. Just show us. I'll hit
when
you.
H gets back then. H is downstairs, but...
Nah,
Anyway,
do it now. But I can't wait.
Yo, come against me, you play with the towels. Well, you wanna play with them boys? Yo, you are so gay. Look at your hair, look at your hairline, look at your face. You look like that big disgrace. Come against me, oh, get the shank. Pull it. Yo, you come against me, you play with your toys and you play with G's. Yo, yes, you ain't in the gang. You are Afghan, man. Yo, you look like a pedo.
That's all I needed to hear anyway, thank you. Okay, so, everyone watching the stream, this is what a bad rapper sounds like. And ways to avoid this is just to like really just stop or then goes. Okay, so people like this guy cannot rap. But are you really surprised? Oh, like one guy is gonna say, oh, that was fire, that was a fire thing. Or something stupid like that. Okay, SOA, Sword Art Online Alternative is a hover spinner.
I know what you're all thinking right now. Ain't that stupid? Oh, here we go again. Tell you the anime man hate it, then just leave it alone for fuck's sake. And look, if you're one of those few people that I just impersonated and because you might actually be quite surprised as to what to say about my favorite anime. Now, I don't know if you all know.
Burn, 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 burn. Burn, 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 burn. Burn, 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 burn.
And I can say with solid conclusion that Gun Girl Online is indeed a horrible Sword Art Online spin-off.
Peek, I know you're gonna. Oh. Remember when boogie bombs were OP? 10 seconds. If you shot them, they'd still be boogie bombed.
Franchise, but rather by a much more talented and sophisticated light novel author by the name of a longtime veteran of and who was also publicly as being a huge gun fan.
Oh, my loot is packing.
Many anime adaptations of the series, you can see how much Shigsawa likes to concisely and carefully structure his characters, and how much time he takes in world building. And this trait stands out thankfully nowhere to be seen.
Apparently, I went through the fucking wall, did it?
Entire TV series and a full-length movie, we still don't really fully understand Kirito's goals, decisions, or basically overall what he is and what he's all about. We just saw him as this overpowered, standard-looking bishi who was just satiating the power-hungry fantasies of all the teens and young kids that were just frothing over him. I love you, Kirito-sama. What makes GGO immediately interesting is that none of that power-hungry fantasy that the series is known for exists within the same world and characters. Almost all of the first episode is spent in a battle royale setting with characters talking about strategies, game plans, different weapon types, battle tactics, and a whole other bunch of gaming lingo that you would usually hear and see in a game like GGO in real life. Fortnite. Whereas in the original series, Kirito and other characters would completely break the very gaming mechanics that they just monologue for a few minutes and also burst into a fight, guns blazing, swords swinging, and no battle tactics whatsoever. Because apparently is that your secret?
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh shit! Oh shit! Bum 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 bum. What the fuck?
15-year-old kid who is super OP, just a natural chick magnet, is somehow a super hacker that can hack into the very game that he is inside of and just automatically be good at any game that he ever touches. Listen, dude, if I wanted to be immersed in a male lead anime character that fulfills all of my fantasies, I would have a much better time doing so with a hentai protagonist. At least those kinds of series keep the plot simple and don't fucking ruin an interesting premise that I have to keep getting distracted over every 20 seconds. Look, I may be hard about Sword Art Online, but in all honesty, I'm just so fucking sick and tired of people who say that I hate Sword Art Online purely because it's popular. Trust me, if nobody was watching Sword Art Online and it was nowhere near as popular as it was now, I would still be shitting all over it. And this Sword Art Online alternative spin-off just, again, proves my point that the biggest problem with Sword Art Online is its writing. It's just a poorly written, poorly planned out, poorly executed example of how to write a power fantasy story. And I'm not the only one that is saying that. In fact, in a hilarious turn of events, even the show itself, Sword Art Online Alternative, agrees with me on this point. In episode 3, the characters start talking about how the Gun Gal Online game started hosting this new PvP match mode called Squad Jam, in which the idea was pitched to the developers of GGO. From an individual that is described in the show as being a novelist in his 50s who has such a pathological interest in guns that they're in all his stories. The smarter individuals watching this show may have realized that this is actually, in fact, a fourth wall break talking about the author, Shigesawa Keiichi, who actually asked the publishers of SAO if he could write his own spin-off series to the GGO universe, because he saw so much potential that was missed by the original author Kawahara Deki that he wanted to use to full effect and explore in his own ways. Ladies and gentlemen, do you realize that Shigesawa Keiichi basically called out Kawahara Deki for wasting a perfectly good premise, and that he could do a much better job in writing within the same premise, all whilst doing it in his own franchise? Apologies if my vocabulary is a few years late at this point, but if that isn't the biggest ponies in light novel history, I don't know what is. But you know what? The results do show it and back it up. Already, just within these first 3 episodes, Shigesawa has managed to not only utilize and expand upon the Gun Gal Online universe and its many interesting premises and game mechanics, but has also managed to create a better main character that is more relatable and grounded, in a direction in which to take the story that is more simple but makes a hell of a lot more sense with less room for stupid ass plot holes, and is just a better constructed, better executed fantasy show in general. And look, this isn't me saying that SAO Alternative is far more superior to the original SAO series in every single aspect. I will admit that the original show
I'm gonna stream a
had much
copy
better
asked.
animation, art style,
Dream, big boy.